Colts is an under-20s competition that's mainly a Brisbane-based South East Queensland competition that we all play in. You've got the Sunshine Coast, you've got North Devils, East Tigers, Wynnum Manly, South Logan, Tweed Heads, Ipswich. There's 3 or 4 guys that still actually go to school, and there's a couple of 17, 18-year-olds in there, so they're doing apprenticeships, so there's quite a mixture of guys that are doing that as well as going to school. The Titans can, if they spot a sort of kid anywhere, they've got 2 feeder clubs, which are the Ipswich Jets as well as the Tweed Head Seagulls. Depending on where that kid comes from, they could place him at Ipswich or place him at Tweed Heads, one or the other. Yeah, they get updates, weekly updates all the time. They're not necessarily there watching your games because obviously they've got their competitions to look at the time. So whenever they can, they do get out and have a look. But more often than not, they're not there. They're just relying on our feedback from the Jets, or they get copies of our games and they view them as well. Colts is the under-20s competition, so you've got to be turning 20 years of age in that year to be eligible for the Colts. And there it's open age for the Fogs Reserve grade or the Q Cup, which is first grade. So, but then depending on your ability, if you're good enough, you can play first grade even if you're a Colt. Fogs is the former Origin greats. They sponsor the competition, so you've got the Fogs A grade and the Fogs Colts. It is a very good competition, it's very solid. The Broncos feed into this competition as well. They're NYC guys that don't make their squad each week. They feed back to Eastern, Wynnum and Redcliffe and North, so it's quite a solid competition. Eddie Schramm, as I explained, he was with the Titans there for a little while. He's still contracted to the Titans. We've got Ray Ziss, he's the captain of the Colts, and he's got quite a bright future. Jared McAnally, our centre, he's got quite a good future. So there's quite a good handful of kids there to look out for. And the pathway now is you go to Colts, or then you go to the National Youth Competition, which is under 20s at NRL level. You go to that level, and the guys that don't make it from there, they then feed back to the Q Cup, which is quite a very strong competition. Depending on their age, whether they stay at the Colts or they go to the actual first grade or reserve grade level. So there is a good pathway there for if you're a successful and a talented kid. Even for if you're an older player, it doesn't necessarily mean you've lost your chances. The chances can come later on if they're performing in this comp.